welcome back to my channel, Free to Bloom with Risa. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and even share. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you some of my favorite chapter books that I read to my second graders. As you know, as an educator, it's important to read to your students to build that comprehension, listening skills, and also to help with fluency as well. So it's one of my favorite parts of the day. Typically when I do story time is what I like to call it when I do my read alouds. I do it after recess time. It gives them a chance to come in, go to the restroom, get some water if they need some water, and they can also be able to just kind of relax. So what I like to do is sit in my rocking chair and let the students have the option of sitting at their desk or on the carpet with me, and that just gives them a time to listen to the story and to read. I do something fun on Fridays. On Fridays, I give my students all a whiteboard and Expo marker for instruction and learning purposes, but I also give them the whiteboard also on Fridays. I let them just kind of free draw as I'm reading. So I like to be animated. I like to do highs and lows of my voice. There's a couple of things that I do when I read to keep the kids engaged, but again, it's one of my favorite parts of the day. So let me go ahead and share with you some of my favorite books that I truly enjoy reading to my kids.
Okay, so the first book I'm going to show you is the Boxcar Children. It's a classic book, and inside of it you will find pictures inside of the book, and it has the title of the chapter and of course the number of the chapter. I do not always show the pictures to the class. I kind of have the book kind of folded halfway so they can see the pictures, but I don't like display it because I still want them to use their imagination. I want them to imagine what the students are doing. Also, I want to apologize for my voice. I am a little under the weather today, but I am recovering. So y'all just say a little prayer for me. So anyways, I'm just trying to show you just what the text looks like in the pictures, but that's the Boxcar Children. So another fun classic, and you can read it to your kids. This next book is called Snot Stew by Bill Wallace. It's another classic, and he's a really great author. There's a title page right there, Snot Stew by Bill Wallace. And this right here is about some kiddos with some pets, and the pets, it's written in a way where it's the pet's point of view. So it's super cute. It's about a cat and a dog. I don't want to give too much information about it, but it's super cute. It's about a cat and a dog, and it's just and a couple other cats too, and it just gives their perspective about humans. You'll see them talking like the humans. You'll see them the way they describe humans. It's really cute, it's really funny, and my kids think it's hilarious. I'm actually in the middle of reading this book right now. I'm actually on chapter 6 of the story, and the kids are already loving it so much. So there is Snot Stew by Bill Wallace. This next book is oldie but a goodie, Charlotte's Web by E.B. It is a award-winning book. I'm sure you guys have seen several of the movies. It had one in maybe the 70s or so, I'm not exactly sure, and then they had another one like in the early 2000s, I believe. I haven't seen that one, but this one right here, again, it has small print text that I just read. Each chapter begins with the number of the chapter with a title, so I kind of keep it suspenseful. I kind of like when I get to a chapter, I just say chapter 12 Wilbur, whatever the chapter is, and then I said, okay class, I'll say this for tomorrow. They're like, oh, give me another chapter please. They're so sweet. It has a few pictures in it. They're all in black and white, but again, I like to let the kids just use their imagination as I'm reading, just to build deeper thinking and thought into it. So that's Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. Check it out. The next book is called The One and Only Ivan, and this is an award-winning book as well by Catherine Applegate. It was a motion picture, Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, you can see it on there. Sometimes, movies, they do their best with, showing what happened in the book, but of course sometimes movies have their own twist. It was still a cute movie. I really liked it. It was really cute. This list right here does not have a number of chapters. It just has a heading that says what is about to be said, and sometimes it's short sentences, sometimes it's longer sentences, sometimes it's a couple of pages, like a very few pages, but Sometimes I read it, sometimes I don't read it. But it's still a great book to read. It's a little longer, a little thicker. The reason why I picked the certain order of books that I read is because it depends on the depth of the text, and it depends on where the kids are developmentally through the school year. So I like to adapt to where they are, to where they can understand stories. So you'll notice a kind of a trend here. I kind of allow myself to pick out books throughout the school year where I feel like the students are. So I usually read this like in the springtime. The other two books I read at the beginning of the year. This right here is A World According to Humphrey. It's super cute, by Betty G. I can't even see my title. By Betty. Look it up. It has several series there. I do have a couple of those, and this right here, last year the kids absolutely love it. Every year the kids love it, but I could tell the kids last year just wanted to keep reading the next book that came. So this right here again has the chapter number, and it has the title of the chapter, and I just read it. And again, this is from the point of view of the mouse here, and it has a lot of different texts. I like how it has like a top 5 or top 6 tip on how you can really take care of hamsters or how they are. It's really cute the way it's described on that at the end of each chapter. But again, this doesn't have pictures inside of it, guys. I almost called you class. It does not have pictures inside of it, but it is another fun read. Again, it's talking from the perspective of the hamster, and then of course it's outlining what's happening in the class. But the first book, I would totally recommend it. Second graders absolutely love it. I think really any age group will love this story. It's super cute. I can see why it's popular. This right here is Stuart Little by E.B. White. In 75 years. I didn't realize the book was 75 years. This will be my first year reading this book. It's another great classic about the adventures of this mouse called Stuart Little. It has a title, it has the name of the title, and then you just go through reading the text. There's a few pictures in here. Again, this will be my first year reading it to my class. I still need to kind of preview the text and just make sure it's appropriate sound, because again, I've never read it to my kiddos. I just see how popular it is. So if you guys can let me know in the comments below if you loved it, if it's something appropriate for second graders, 7, 8-year-olds, please let me know. I'm all for, trying new things and just making sure my kids are getting the right form of education, and I want everything to be appropriate, of course. So I'm gonna have to preview and read this. Maybe I'll try to do that this week. So that would be wonderful. So this is Stuart Little. I don't really know how many pages it is. It doesn't look like it's super long, but there is small text in there, so the chapters could be a little longer. But yeah, that's Stuart Little by E.B. White.
So I hope you enjoyed those chapter books that I share with you. Those are just a couple of my favorites. As I come across more chapter books, it's important to preview and pre-read those books before you read them to your class, just to make sure there's nothing in it that's not appropriate or something they shouldn't be hearing or listening to that you just don't want to, expose your kids to. So please make sure you preview and read yourself the book before you read it to your class. But anyways, I thought those are some ideas that maybe I could share with you, just in case you're looking for some read alouds. I am part of a Facebook group where teachers ask sometimes, like, what are you reading to your kids? And so that gave me an idea also to share with you all. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a blessed day. If you're a teacher, I hope you're having a great school year, a great start to your school year so far. I know I am. And if you're not, just keep staying hopeful. Just believe that things will get better, and they certainly will. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a great day. Bye.